Hi, Ann Morphew here with COMM2025. We're looking at Tracy Hyslop's paper, and in it she's referencing Jordan Peterson's TED Talk. At the bottom of her TED Talk, you're going to find that there is a works cited. So the source that she was using, she is going to give structure to and say, here it is, here's what source I was using. Notice that in MLA, Modern Language Association, works cited is what you call the heading. This is all double-spaced. The entry starts at the left. It's called left justified. And any subsequent line scooches in, or they call that hanging indent. But how do you know where to put periods, where to italicize? Whether you need to say date accessed on there. Let's look at another example. This is Jacob Pendergrass's exemplar outline that's in your informative module, so you can go and look at it a little more carefully in case you choose to see a model. He has planned his quotes, how he's going to say each of his sources. So here he actually quotes the Truett Cathy, the person who founded Chick-fil-A, and the book that he wrote. He sources or cites the American Customer Satisfaction Index, declaring Chick-fil-A to be #1 spot for 4 years in a row. He's got, according to an article written by Hollis Johnson in Business Insider magazine, on the average, blah, 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 with money. According to payscale.com, the average team member makes this, what the website states, what the website informs us, and even an interview statement. Karen Colley, a Chick-fil-A operator in Cleveland, Tennessee, states this. All those quotes are wonderful, but on an outline, you need to make it properly formatted into MLA 8. Notice that they're alphabetically ordered, and you don't even have to think about it because I'm about to show you a tool. They have the left justified and all the indents, hanging indents, and because Morphew likes it, he has clicked date accessed when he accessed that article or that resource. Remember, whatever MLA 8 says, even though it doesn't require date accessed any longer in MLA 8, whatever your teacher says is what's going to go. So again, how do you know what to do and how to format it? You might use a tool called Citefast.com. There's also Citation Machine and other, EasyBib was an old one I used to use, but I liked Citefast better. Get a free account with Citefast.com and your name will show up. You can create folders. So if I wanted to create a new, right now you can see I'm on a TED Talk folder and I put 2 TED Talks in here. And if I go export to Word, that's going to come up and show me it properly formatted, except one little thing that's no longer correct on Citefast. I don't know why they started doing this, but we're going to fix it. Come on. All right. They began to put works cited, or if you're doing APA references, over on the left. So to fix it, simply highlight works cited, go to center that. And now it's completely properly formatted. Ta-da! Isn't that great? Hopefully before I get to the end of this, you'll be able to see the one with the works that we're going to do today. I want to create a new bibliography. So I'm going to just kind of call this Mishmash, because it actually, when you do your informative and it's all about one topic, everything in that folder is going to be all about that topic. If you do demo on how to clean a carburetor, everything in that folder is going to be about cleaning a carburetor. But this is going to be a little mixy-maxy here. There is a book called Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People. And I just left that tab up there so I would remember that I want to do a book first. Remember, we can make sure, where does it say MLA right here? It's not a web page, it is a book we're going to do. There is journal, and there's all these other things that you can do. We're on book. And say, all I know is the title of the book starts with How to Win Friends. It may show you the whole book, the titles of the books in the different versions. So you got to check the right version. This is the 2010 Simon & Schuster version. This is the 2014 HarperCollins publication of the same book. This one's a book summary. I don't want that. So it's my 2014 is my accurate book. So I'm going to click on that and look, it's filled in. When you're using books, if it's an online and web book, you click that or ebook and it's going to open up something that says you need to put the web address. So be aware of all the little details. It says it's a book from 2014 and I have all these things. It's not a new edition, it's whatever. But sometimes I just want to do a chapter in a book. So I clicked where it said book, go to chapter, and it offers the space for me to type the name of the chapter. If you type the name of the chapter, if you actually give a quote from a book, you'll want to put the page number. But right now we're just referencing the entire book and we're going to click save. Now it's holding it over here in our Works Cited. The next source I want to do is, say I'm doing a demo speech and it's about how to style hair or how to do a braid or something. And in Better Homes and Garden online magazine, I have found an article by Jennifer Aldrich. Okay, I'm going to simply touch I touch the URL address and I'm going to do Command Copy. Now some of you do right click and copy, some of you go up to the word edit and pull down to copy. I tend to use keyboard shortcuts, so Command C or Control C, and now my computer is holding that web address. I use my tabs and I click back to Citefast. I make sure I'm on a book and MLA and I'm going to paste. Is it book? No. Great. Sorry guys. This was a web page article. Sorry. So it says enter my URL. Command V or Control V. Open it. And there's some things in there. Okay. In MLA they use the title case. So you have most of the words, anything that's over four letters and so forth are capitalized. It's all fixed up there for you. The author in this case is the only thing that I think is not listed, that and then the fact that it's date access today. So let's go back and get the author's name. This is Jennifer Aldrich, and I am Command or Control C, copying it. Go back here. Now there's two things you can do. You can either click annotation and hold the information here and work from that and copy and paste and put the first name here and the last name there. You can put the dates in there sometimes that way too. Or, you remember I've got her whole name, Jennifer Aldrich? If I paste it where first name goes, all I then need to do is just take that last name and cut it, Command X, and put it over here. Check all my details to make sure what I can. Better Homes and Gardens, we don't have to rewrite because the publisher is the same as the website, but I do need to get rid of where I copied her name. So if there's anything extra, get rid of it and then save. You noticed it ABC ordered it. There is a video that I wanted to show you how to do. And I've got rid of that link, so let's get to it. This is a TED Talk. When the World is Burning, is art a waste of time? So I'm going to steal my web address, click on it, copy, and come back to MLA Citation Generator, and wait a minute, gotta make sure I'm on TED Talk. So online video, other online video. Paste my URL. And now YouTube no longer works in harmony with Citefast. So you need to check. This one's awesome because it filled it in, and it used to fill in all of the YouTubes. Something's going on with tech there. But I still need to figure out the date it was published and if there's a publisher or sponsor, and I'm going to click that I accessed it today. So back and forth with your tabs, go back to the TED Talk. I see that this was done August 2020, and it was done in an independent TED in Colorado. They say TEDx Mile High. So Command C, I'm copying that extra information. I think I'll put it into my annotation and decide what I want to do with it. All right, so August 2020, since this is a pull-down menu, I'll just put that up here myself. No date, but I do have August, and I do have 2020. This could be, since the website is TED Ideas Worth Sharing, I could choose to put Command X, I'm cutting it, and put that in as the sponsor, because this was an independent Colorado TED Talk. So you can see the only thing I need to do is get rid of the annotation extras and click Save. So there it is. Now I have another one. For our informatives, we do a local business, organization, or resource that's beneficial, or one we need. If I did the Red Cross and I went down to the bottom of their page, I could find often a little C with a circle and a year. So that'll be the copyright date and when they were most updated. This is House of Hope. It's a local nonprofit in Cumberland County, and I've heard several speeches on it. And I went to the bottom of their page and I didn't see a copyright, so I don't know when it was last updated. However, there are clues. They have linked with their Facebook, and the last post that they updated was Saturday, December 1st. And I see a 2020 listing of the non-perishable food and other family and need items for their children that they help in their families. So 2020 would be the year. First, I have to triple click. Come on, get the whole thing. Copy and put it in. This is a web page, and I'm still on MLA, and I'm putting their web address, and I know it's 2020 that I've got the date. So I know Denise Melton is the organizational person, but I don't know that she does her website, so she may have a team member do that, so I'm not going to put an author there. 2020 is the year that it was last modified. It is their main page. Now, if I went to their About Us or Stories or something like that, I could put whatever that web page title is, but it already has what the website is, House of Hope. Okay, and since the publisher is the same as the website, we don't have to put this in. Date accessed is today, and we click Save. All right, now here's the biggest trick, folks. Some people, by the way, you can get your in-text citation. They tell you how to do it. But some people want to just copy this, and they say copy. But if you want the correct format, you go to Export to the W. Export to Word, and click that. It is going to produce for you a Word document, and I'm waiting on it. Yeah. And for some reason, it does have Works Cited over on the left. That's something new that happened last year. So I'm highlighting that and just going to go to my little tools to center that. Now you have a completely correct mishmash. All of yours are going to be all about one subject, but I could select all, Command A, and select C, Command C, and I could copy that to the bottom of my speech outline. Or if I just did the TED Talk and I didn't have any other sources, I could take Ellen Brooks' TED Talk and I could copy that and I could paste it to the bottom of my TED Talk paper, TED Talk 2 paper.